Yo, hope you're having a good day. So, I just want to get right into this because this is going to be a minute. So, today, I'm going to calibrate my. Let me show it to you because y'all ain't going to believe me. I'm going to calibrate that thing right there. Okay? This is my Siser cutter. Alright? So, I'm going to calibrate it for printing cuts. Believe me, it's a pain to calibrate this thing, but we're gonna do it today. So let me get this thing on this thing and I'll be right back. See, I got it on here. So the reason why it's a pain to calibrate this thing is because every single time they update the Leonardo Studio software, I gotta do this again. Every single time, and I don't know why. I really don't know why we have to keep calibrating this thing every single time. It's getting actually ridiculous. But here I am doing it again. So let me load this up. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like before I calibrate it, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like after I calibrate it. Let's hope they didn't change their calibration methods, because it's a pain to calibrate this stupid thing. Now I'm going to put it up to 6. Alright, let me show you what I'm doing. Alright, so computer, and all I'm doing is I'm setting my cut strength. That's pretty much for paper. That is my speed that I calibrate at. And all I do is set it to the cutter, and does a little thing, and it pops up, and then that's it. And then now it's at the cutter, and it's cutting. It's doing it. It's an alignment thing. Let me show you. See, it's doing its alignment thing. So all the calibration alignments up there, and then it's gonna cut those squares out. So I know you move it slow because you want to cut it slow. So this is how you get the best accurate reading and cutting when it cuts slow. If you cut it faster, then it tends to mess up. Not sure why, but it tends to mess up. And I know if you run it slower, it cuts better. So I always cut printing cuts. I always cut printing cuts slow just because you get a more accurate cut when you cut it. When you slow the cutter down to as slow as you can get it. And that's what it is. Now I'm going to eject it out of here. Alright, now let's go look at this thing. So, there it is right there. Let me peel it off. And I'm going to show you what my problem is. See, right there, at the very edge of each cut, it takes a little, let me see if I can zoom in. So on the edge of each cut, see it? See it's not calibrated? See it takes a little piece of gray right there? That little piece of gray, you may not think it's no big deal. Oh, that's no big deal, but let me show you something. When you put an image in here, right, when you import your image, and then you try to cut it, just that little bit, see the bottom half? Now look at the top half. See? This gray is supposed to be as wide down here as it is up here. It literally eats away, see it again, right there? See, it eats away at the bottom. So that little tiny bit, it may not look like much on here, okay, but on your actual printouts, it eats a lot of it away. I mean, a whole lot. So I have to calibrate it now to make, okay, so if you can look here at the heart and the circle, you can see it. Oh my goodness. See? So the circle right there, so just left it on the bottom half. And the hearts right there. See, same thing at the bottom half. And if you look at the cutouts, see the top of a white line. All of them have a white line, a little white streak right around it. See it? But there's none down here. See it? No, not the top. It's at the top, but at the bottom. All right. So I'm gonna have to tell the cutter to move down some, because there's a piece at the top. I'm gonna tell the cutter to cut a little lower on the top, and then that will calibrate it in. Oops. That will calibrate it to where I want it to be. So now you got to go inside the cutter. Let me flip this around. Inside the cutter. Then you're going to go to, oh my goodness, settings, camera. And you're going to hold this button right here. All right, now we're inside the calibration menu. This is the real calibration menu, the good stuff. All right, now I'm going to take that black box, okay, and I'm going to bring it, give me a second, let me make sure. I want to remember right because I don't want to tell you the wrong number. I'm going to take this black box and I'm going to bring it up. Yes, I'm going to bring it up. So the cutter will cut a little higher than it is right now. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to push it up one. Sorry, the wrong way. I went down, that one. So you see, now I'm telling the cutter, cut a little bit lower on here. And I'm not exactly sure because I haven't done this in a while. So I'm going to have to test this out, test this method out. All right. And then I'm going to try it again. So if I went the wrong way, all I got to do is come back in here and do 2 the other way. So I went down 1. So when I come back in, I just have to go 2 up and then it will get me in the right spot. All right. So that's what I'm doing. Back to normal, I'm gonna go down 1, right? So I want to bring the cut line lower. And that's what this red circle, I don't know if you can see it, but the red circle around here, that's your cut line. That's just telling the cutter where to cut, all right? And that's what I'm doing. So that's what I'm doing. And then you just hit the backspace button 1 time. And then that will take you out of that calibration screen. Okay, and it saves it. As soon as you do it, it saves the calibration. So now let me print it again. And when I print that same sheet again, I'm gonna put it on the sheet, take it back over to the cutter, and then cut it. It's really not that complicated, but if you're too far off, then you have to sit there and play with it till you get it right. Again, mine wasn't that far off because, again, I keep mine calibrated as much as possible. But every single time they update the software, I have to go through this calibration again. Every time. It's quite annoying. I hope they fix that damn problem. Because it is. When I say it's annoying, it's damn near annoying. It's really annoying. So, I just printed it. There it is again, same sheet. So I'm going to put it on here. Now, you might say, oh, but you're not putting it in the same spot at the same time. That's the whole point of the calibration. It's supposed to be perfect every single time. I shouldn't have to. This is what these mark lines are for. These mark lines tell the cutter, hey, look, the paper shift this way or shift that way. So you don't have to put it back perfectly every single time. All right, and you're not supposed to. This thing's supposed to cut. You know what I mean. It's supposed to cut. That's what the mark lines are for. So let me put it back in here again. And all I have to do is hit play this time because I remember we saved the information the last time. So I hit play, so it's going to calibrate itself again. We're cutting the same exact image the last time, so again, you don't have to go all the way to the computer. You just hit the play button. It's a play button, but it technically just turn on until the cutter to start cutting. Now it's cutting again. After this one, we're going to see if I did the right thing. If not, I have to go back in that menu again and adjust it the opposite direction of what I just did a while ago. Again, it's not really complicated, just takes a little bit of playing with it. especially when you don't do it really often. It's like every time they update it, so it's like every couple of months I have to come in here and recalibrate. So it's not something I do very often. Not something I do every day to say exactly what's going on. So this is why I have to play with it. But because I kind of sort of remember what I did the last few times, I can just kind of guesstimate what I'm doing. Now let's get this off of here. Now let's get this bad boy off of here and see what it looks like. Hopefully it's calibrated this time. Get it back down there. And I think I nope, I went the wrong way. I went it the wrong way. So we're gonna try it again. Actually, no, I think I went the right way. Let me see. Yes, I went the right way. I did, but I need to drop it one more. So if I get one of the other ones right here, I'm gonna show it to you. Get this off of here. I'm gonna show you. So let me flip this around. And if I can get this to zoom in. Alright, see, that's the top. This one here is the new cut. This one is the old cut. So as you can see, I literally went the right way. Let this thing focus again. So I went the right way because this is the new one. This one is the old one. And as you can see, it's actually went the right way. So I have to just cut it one more time in that, touch it just one more time in that direction, and this thing will be perfectly calibrated again. All right, and if you look at the printouts, as you can see, there's nothing on the bottom of these ones anymore. And there it is. See, the lines are much smaller. So I probably won't have to go in the machine. Probably won't have to cut it, but I like to just double check, make sure it's correct. So I'm gonna go in and just bump it one more up. Yeah, bump it one more up, and that will literally take care of the calibration issue, and I don't have to do that again for another few months. If I even ever update the stupid software again, because I'm tired of calibrating this machine. But it's right now, to me, still I can't speak for Cameos, I can't speak for Cricut, but I can speak for this machine. I don't own any of the other two machines. If Cricut and Silhouette wants to send me one so I can compare all these three machines, that'd be great, but I can't afford it. All right, and then I'm gonna let y'all know which one cuts the best. But for right now, the Siser Romeo and Juliet is, as far as I'm concerned, still the best vinyl cutter and print and cut out there, period. Oh, Brother has one too. I don't know anything about that one either. So if Brother want to send me one of them so I can compare it, that's fine. But like again, I don't have the money to afford these things. All right. But that's how you calibrate your Siser cutter. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, please. And help me grow this channel, please. Thank you. Peace.
Step up your A game, step up your A game, or you'll be ashamed.